Fair enough. Fair enough. So how has that sort of, because as we said, you came from the corporate background, you're doing L&D there a lot as well. And from my perspective, and we touched on this before we started recording, from the corporates that I worked with, which probably won't name, L&D was always sit in a room for an hour, and this is at the minimum wage level, let's remember. Sit in a room for an hour, someone will come in, chat with you, you go away, and you do everything exactly as you did before. So how has your experience in corporate been different to mine? And how have you changed your approach now with the clients you've worked for?
Yeah, okay. So I think what you were probably subjected to
Great word.
is what I would is what I would call compliance training.
Yep.
Like you have to go and do this.
To tick a box. Yeah.
To satisfy probably an auditor when that time comes. That I'm trying to think of, well, the only piece of compliance training I've ever really been involved in is GDPR. And
way before GDPR.
Yeah, no, it would have been, but I mean, there's health and safety, risk assessment, manual handling, like there's a ton of stuff that just makes organizations compliant. And I think for me, this is like, I love getting into conversations where we challenge things like physical versus mental health. Like, if you had broken your leg and you came here with a broken leg, I would see it and I would say, oh my God, how did you break your leg? Are you all right? Can I get you anything? Can I do this? Can I do that? But somebody says, I'm not doing so well emotionally, or I'm not doing so well mentally. There's stigma around that. And I think that's kind of where we got to with compliance training. It's kind of like, oh, it's the thing that we've got to do and no one really wants to do it. So we're just going to push through, get it done, and remove it from, like just remove it. Interestingly enough, though, I can see that I've had a really interesting conversation just in the last couple of weeks with someone who does compliance training, but they do it with a difference. And I think learning and development is a space where you get into learning and development if you want to solve problems, because that's what it is. Like I said to you, I haven't run a business, so what did I do? I got myself on a training course. I learned from other people, I did it that way. And I think there are lots of creative people with the same kind of passion that I have for human skills. They just do it in the compliance space now. So it's about user experience. Like, how do you want people to feel doing the thing that they need to do?